Welcome back to Squad Machine, the channel where firepower meets the future. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because today we're diving deep into a story the Pentagon rarely talks about. When the U.S. military creates a next-generation weapon, the very first hands to hold it aren't generals, they're ghosts, elite operators, special forces, warriors at the tip of the spear. And today we're revealing how they became the first soldiers in the world to carry America's most advanced firearms, the XM7 and XM250. Before a new weapon hits the battlefield, before it's handed to thousands of troops across the Army, it must prove itself where it matters most, in the hands of those who fight where the rules don't exist, in places the maps don't name. We're talking about Army Rangers, Delta Force, Green Berets, Navy SEALs, and Marine frontline recon teams. These aren't just warriors, they're battlefield engineers. And when the U.S. needed someone to test the weapons of the future, they were the first to be called. Before a new weapon hits the battlefield, before it's handed to thousands of troops across the Army, it must prove itself where it matters most, in the hands of those who fight where the rules don't exist, in places the maps don't name. We're talking about Army Rangers, Delta Force, Green Berets, Navy SEALs, and Marine frontline recon teams. These aren't just warriors, they're battlefield engineers. And when the U.S. needed someone to test the weapons of the future, they were the first to be called. Let's paint a picture. A six-man Delta team moves under cover of night through hostile territory. In their hands, not M4 Carbines, not outdated rifles from decades past. They're carrying XM7s, equipped with suppressors, chambered in the powerful new 6.8 by 51 millimeter round. These aren't upgrades, they're revolutions. Alongside them, a heavy hitter with the XM250, America's new light machine gun. It weighs less than the M249 SAW. It shoots smoother, it hits harder, and it gives mobile units the firepower of a machine gun without the weight of a tank. But here's where things get wild. Mounted on top of both rifles is a device that looks like a regular scope, but it's anything but ordinary. It's the Vortex NGSW fire control system, a smart optic that measures distance, calculates bullet drop, compensates for wind, tracks target movement, and shows you exactly where your shot will land. It's like giving your rifle a brain. So why do Special Forces get these weapons before anyone else? Because they don't just use them, they shape them. Every time a SEAL or a Ranger fires an XM7, they're doing more than engaging the enemy. They're collecting feedback that goes directly back to the engineers. Operators reported, "We need suppressors that can handle sustained fire without overheating." So Sig Sauer built them. They said, "Make the handguard more modular. Let us mount more tools." So they redesigned it. These soldiers aren't beta testers. They're co-creators of the next American arsenal. Now let's talk about how these weapons are tested. Forget sterile shooting ranges. We're talking real-life simulations in blistering deserts, dense urban kill zones, foggy forests, underground bunkers. Here, the XM7 and XM250 are put through torture. Operators shoot, reload, run, crawl, and fire again, all while under pressure. Every shot is tracked. Every reload is timed. Every mistake becomes a blueprint for improvement. And in the background, watching silently, are reps from Sig Sauer and military R&D, taking notes, making changes, in real time. Most of what happens here is classified, but a few whispers have escaped. Reports of Delta Force using the XM7 in live missions, Marines fielding the XM250 in joint operations, Special Forces praising the optics for seeing through chaos. One operator reportedly said, "We took fire from enemies wearing high-grade body armor. The 6.8 millimeter tore through it like it was denim." Another, "We fired through rain, smoke, and dust storms. The smart optic didn't miss once. This isn't marketing. This is war-tested proof. Long before a regular soldier receives these weapons, they've already been carried through enemy territory, fired in close-quarters combat, dropped, dragged, jammed, and fixed in the middle of chaos. That's the secret. The XM7 and XM250 aren't going to the average soldier until the elite have broken them and rebuilt them better. So when an Army infantry unit finally unboxes their new rifles in 2026, they're holding a tool that's already bled in battle. And here's the wild part. XM7 and XM250, they're just the beginning. The same special ops teams testing these rifles are already experimenting with augmented reality helmets, IVAS, drone integration with rifles, robotic support units, AI-assisted target recognition, even compact laser weapons for anti-drone defense. While the world argues over 5.56 versus 7.62, these units are living 5 years in the future. They're rewriting the rulebook before anyone else even knows there's a new game. Let's be clear. The XM7 and XM250 aren't just weapons. They're signals that the battlefield is changing and America's most elite are already there. They've tested, they've fought, they've trusted their lives to this new tech. And when these warriors say, "This is the weapon we want on our worst day," you better believe it's a weapon worth watching. So what does this mean for the future of warfare? If special forces are here already, where will the rest of the Army be in 5 years? And more importantly, what are America's rivals doing to catch up? Thanks for watching Squad Machine. If you love diving into real-world combat tech, special forces strategy, and weapons you're not supposed to know about, hit that like, drop a comment, and subscribe.